going live. All right, sorry about shuffling the camera. Hi guys, Becky again here at Aunt Beck's Creations. And now I'm going to do a sewing video. So if you aren't into sewing, this might not interest you, but I'm getting back into sewing. I've joined a couple Facebook groups that are sewing, and I have been watching it's by Penguin and Pear, and she has a sew-a-top challenge. If you do hashtag sew-a-top, you'll come to either her video or one of the other participants' video. What they're doing is a challenge where they sew a top and then share it. And there's one person every day throughout this entire month. So without further ado, I'm got the urge because the patterns were $1.99 at Hobby Lobby. And one of the patterns that's been sewn by one of the ladies already. In fact, I'll put the link to her video that inspired me so much to go buy this pattern that I've bought more patterns. So I'm going to blame it on her that I went and did this. I can't remember which lady it was that I've watched so far, but I'll put a link to her Sew-a-Top Challenge video below. And let's talk patterns. I'm going to bring you down to the table and just walk you through some things because I'm learning all kinds of stuff in this new age of sewing. You don't have to buy a store-bought pattern anymore. You can buy patterns online, download them PDF, and print them off at home. Of course, you have to put them together, but it's from my understanding, the smaller pattern companies spend a lot more time trying patterns out for varying different sizes. Standard patterns are generally made for people 5'5" and under. I am 5'7". I have a sister that's 5'10". So I am so tickled to discover companies that think about heavier set women, taller women, and that kind of stuff. So I'm really excited to share a couple patterns that I bought PDF, and I'll show you what you have to do and what they look like after you put them together. So let's bring you down to the table. All right. Oops, I didn't lock it in place. Sorry, guys. I made myself some notes. And basically all we're going to talk about in this video is the patterns I bought. Okay, this is one pattern. Let me get it all here. Right here. When you buy, this is the Laundry Day Tee by Love Notions. Okay, I just thought this looked like something really comfortable that I would enjoy wearing. I love to be comfortable above all else. And this pattern fits anywhere from an extra small to a 5X. I think I paid $5 for the pattern, and then I had to print it off here on my printer. I used paper that I had bought while thrifting, and it was over 113 pages, I think, to print. See, this is what it looks like. And you get little bits of the pattern on each page. And what you have to do is fit them together and tape them together and then cut them out. So I've still got to do that with this pattern. Love Notions has a lot of really pretty patterns. I know Kim at Dorothy's Daughter really enjoys Love Notions, and I think she's a Love Notions ambassador. So if you want to learn more, I did a shout out for Dorothy's daughter, Kim, several weeks ago. So there, I'll put a link to her channel in the description box below as well. Another company that Kim at Dorothy's Daughter introduced me to, because I'm intrigued by this, you can buy a pattern online and just download it. You don't have to leave the house if you want to get into sewing. This is by Ellie and Mac. It's their curved hem pocket tank pattern. Okay, I got it in a pile of papers like this, and then I pieced it together. Okay, so there's the bindings, neck bindings, arm bindings. There's a pocket pattern piece, and then the shirt front and back. I've already done the adjustment here because you have to lengthen them out, and they tell you on the patterns that for every inch difference above 5'5", add a half an inch. So I just put an inch in there to bring this up to 5'7" I've cut it out on my size line, but I need to do a little bit of measuring. I might have to change some things because of my personal waist and hip and bust measurements. And I probably should have waited to cut it out until I'd made those adjustments. But I'm learning. This one was the very first PDF pattern that I downloaded and printed off. So I've got the fabrics to do this top twice. So this will be my first project share out of these patterns, and I'll let you know how it works out, or I might do a sew along to share how I learned to sew knits, because at my age, I've never really learned to sew knits. Another kind of PDF pattern that I printed off is, we're all having to wear masks for each other's protection. This is called the Olsen mask pattern. And I just really like the way it looked like it would fit your face so much better. And I'll put a link to it too. I'll put a link to these patterns in my description box. But this is created by Clayton Skosen and Rose Hedges. This is their second version of this. It's called the Olsen mask pattern. And I'll put the description box below. I have not made these yet, but I think this is the pattern that Joann Fabrics is also sharing with people. But so there's that, and I'll make some of those and share them later. Now, let me start with the pattern that got me into going to Hobby Lobby. Instead of doing them in pattern order, I'm going to show you the pattern I was introduced to in the Sew a Top challenge, and it was this one. And it just is, I love the sweetheart neckline on it. It's not going to look this good on my waist, but I love this neckline. So I will be making some adjustments to make this work for me. We might do a sew along on it. I've not done a lot of alterations in the past. I've always tried to just sew the pattern out of the package. And since I found out these patterns are made for people 5'5" and under, I can see how I failed so many times because I'm 2 inches taller than these patterns were made for. So that's one adjustment I automatically need to make, is adjust it so that it's for my height at least. And then I'll have to adjust because I have a thick waist. Hello, I had an almost 10-pound baby. I know it was 34 years ago, but some of us don't lose the baby fat, and I'm okay with that. So this is the pattern that got me off to Hobby Lobby. The Simplicity and the Kwik Sew patterns are $1.99 this week. I was going to go over to Joann's, but they didn't have any patterns on sale this week, so Hobby Lobby got my money instead. So let's see. Let's do tops first. So this was a top, and since I'm based this whole trip on the Sew a Top challenge that's going on, I'll link you to Penguin and Pearl because she's the one that started the Sew a Top challenge. Not Penguin and Pearl. I keep saying Penguin and Pearl. It's not. It's Penguin and Pear. All right. So let's do tops first. Here's another little top that I really liked. It almost looks kind of maternity-ish, but it'll fit me loosely. And I like the kind of V-neck. It's, again, on that sweetheart line. It's been a while since I did anything with a gather at the front, so that could be tricky for me. I don't know when I'll get to sewing these patterns. I just wanted to add them to my collection. All right. And then I got a Kwik Sew pattern that looked really comfortable, again with the V-neck. And I got this for $1.99. They've got this labeled that this is a $19.98 pattern. There is no way I could afford the patterns at $19.98. Sorry. So this just looked like a really comfortable top. If I made it just slightly longer, I'd be more comfortable wearing leggings. I don't like any of my bottom hanging out from under a longer shirt. I would rather wear a dress with leggings than a shirt. So those were the shirts I got. Then I love dresses. I know a lot of people have gotten away from wearing dresses, but I love dresses. Now, one of the ladies, I was watching some of her videos. I can't remember which one. I'll have to research and find her and put a link. But she had made this denim shirt dress, and I really liked the way it looked. I like the shorter sleeves. I don't like long sleeves at all, but I really liked this here. But see, what I would do, because I have a tendency of having a problem with button-up dresses, I might just put where the top 3 buttons unbutton, and the rest of them, I put buttons there, but I'd sew the placket down just so that I would not have a gaping hole, you know, in my mid-range. So there's that pattern. And then this one, I was looking for things with V-neck. Okay, you might want to know why I want the V-neck. V-necks on anybody that's a little heavy, a V-neck will slim you. It will make you appear slimmer. And I just like the way a V-neck looks on me. So I'm trying to make sure a lot of the patterns I get have a V or a sweetheart neckline. And so this one was really cute. I want to make this bottom, D bottom, with the C top. So you can do that. I mean, just choose the top you want to make and then choose the skirt pieces to do the other one. So like say I wanted this one with the ruffle bottom. I would just use the ruffle bottom and then this top. You don't have to do just the views that are there. You can mix and match all this stuff. Like if you wanted the longer dress with the pretty ruffle and this roughly off the shoulder kind of sleeve, use that with that bottom. Don't think you can only do what's pictured with these. You can mix and match. It's no problem at all to do that. All right, this dress I really like, but I will not do the shearing because I am already heavy at the waist. I don't want to add a bunch of things that kind of draw attention. I want a smooth section. And I noticed this has, you can choose what kind of middle you want. And I really liked view C, this one. It's got a smooth panel in the middle. Kind of gives your eye somewhere to just stop and rest before you see the puffy-ish skirt at the bottom. I'm looking forward to trying this one out. I need to shop my fabric stash at the storage unit. Okay, another dress. I love dresses. This has a beautiful V-neck on it. That's what drew my attention. It looks like it would be nice and loose and comfortable. I don't want to make it too long. So I probably would have it right at knee length or just above my knees. But I thought it was a really sweet pattern. So I'm going to make one of those. And then the last was another Kwik Sew pattern. And I just really liked this view here. Again, V-neck. And I like that they're using different fabrics for the pockets and the little belt. I like pockets on dresses. A lot of times, like this one, see, it's got pockets, but they're in the side seam. So they're not on the front of the dress. Pockets on the front would not look good with these pleats, but it looks darling on this one. It makes it look like she's got an apron on over her dress. So I like both of those. So this was my pattern haul. This is all this video is going to be. It's just the patterns that I purchased. I will put links to the Sew a Top challenge. I'll put links to the gal that inspired me to get this blouse and the shirt dress. In fact, I think in the storage unit, I have some pretty denim I'm heading to the storage unit in a little bit. I'm going to see if I can find that denim and make that dress there. So that's all I had to share. I know a lot of you watch me for my art type videos, but I'm going to bring in some crochet, needlework, sewing, and that kind of stuff in freestanding videos. All right, thanks for watching, guys, and I look forward to hearing whether this is something you'll be interested in. So make sure you leave me a comment and like the video if you liked it, and subscribe if you're new. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.